Hello and welcome to Points Point of View. My name is Callum Taylor, and this week we get a little bit gothic on the episode. As always, Fraser's pick was The Crow, because he's that type of person. But first of all, we'll hit it with the news. We've got.
Do you want to introduce me?
I get there. So rude. I get there. I get there. I'm like, news, and here's a happy bit of news. I'm joined by the handsome Mr Fraser Doigs, but you ruined it. You ruined it.
Fine.
No, here he is.
It's happening.
Mr Doigs here, guys. He didn't feel like his input was valued and stuff, so I'm giving it to him. Hiya, you welcome, dick. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, too much coffee today. As I said, your pick was The Crow. Let's just say gothic.
Oh, it's the most goth movie ever.
But before we kick into that, let's talk about some gothic news, or aka Gotham news, if you would. Segues.
You tried.
You tried. We'll kick off with
Is this we're going to talk about Robin batting bats?
Yeah, Robin batting bats, stunt double, wearing a suit.
I think it's him.
It's not. It's definitely not Robin batting bats.
I think it's him, man.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I don't.
It looks really very strange, but I really think it's him.
I see some of the energies, and I saw one the day where they're like, oh, Robert's Pattinson's on Pattinson, sorry, is on the scenes now, and I'm like, who the fuck was that guy? But anyway, we're not talking about the man in the suit now. We're talking about the suit. What do you think it? First
That looks
off,
pretty cool, like.
I like it. Also, there's people like, oh, it looks stupid, but I like the fact that it's obviously it's pre-production still. They're still working on it, and so they'll probably change a bit out with CGI like they always do. But I like the fact.
Did we? I think obviously we did the last episode because obviously I was busy on a weekend, so we recorded it on a Wednesday.
Yes.
And then put it out. So the Batman reveal thing.
Yeah.
Came in between that gap.
It did.
Which is like.
We got the red reveal. We got just the badge really in the face.
Yeah, and then obviously there's been set photos of him on the bike.
Yes.
They look like two different suits.
Yeah.
But I really like it, and I definitely agree with a lot of people are basically saying it looks a hell of a lot like the suits from the games.
Yeah.
Especially that one on the bike.
Yeah. But what I like as well, I like the fact that it seems like it's taken bits from old films. Like it's like he's trying to work out how his suit looks, because it's early on Batman.
Yeah.
So you've got like the Court of Owls armbands, and you've got like I think it's old war Batman when it meant the Batman comics when he gets chucked back in time and he's working his way through it and all this stuff.
So he's just sort of taking bits. From things. Yeah.
But also at the same time, Christian Bale wore the legs, but his stunt double wore fake leg, like just normal trousers. So it could be one of those things.
Yeah, you just don't know.
But I like it. It's gave me hype. I like the fact that he's got short ears. A lot of people are like, oh no, they've had it because they're going to be like old school giant bat ears. You know what I mean?
Okay. Since before I've got a thing for you.
Okay.
Right. Do you think the other person that's on the bike in the set of photos is rumoured to be Cat? Do you think that's Catwoman? Because you don't see nothing.
I don't think it is.
You don't think it is?
I don't think it's Catwoman. No. Because, don't get me wrong, it could be just Selena Kyle, aka Catwoman, but just normal.
See, I don't want her to look like Dark Knight Rises Catwoman. I don't like it because it's just, apart from having like tiny little pointy ears, it was just. Yeah. There was no Catwoman about it. I don't want Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah. Like ridiculous leather suit that is still good for the time. Yeah. Like in the Burton universe, but not for modern day. I kind of want a mixture of both.
Yeah. Suppose we're getting like remember Snake Eyes from that Great Choice? Suppose we're getting a suit type like that for her.
I would like it what it looks like for the game. Yeah. Just not as skin tight. So have a little bit of chunky armour on it, like the Dark Knight Rises, but don't have it just be a bunch of armour with pointy ears. Because if Anne Hathaway's Catwoman didn't have pointy ears, she would not look like Catwoman in the slightest.
No, she'd just
so you kind of you have to have a balance.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I don't think that's her. Because obviously we don't have the full cast yet. True. So that could be any woman in Batman's life.
Could be a man.
Could be Talia al Ghul.
Could be.
No, it could be anybody. And also, yes, it could be a man.
Could be, just as a very feminine person on that bike.
It could be the sister from Supergirl. You know what I mean? Just
could be anybody.
Connecting the universes. But
since obviously, like, I want to ask, like, since we're talking about Batsuit, right? What is your ranking of Batsuits in films? Because I'm not all together because one we don't have time for that. So we'll go in. What we have to go. Adam West, Burton.
Okay.
Adam West. So Adam West, Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, Robert Pattinson.
Adam West at the bottom. Just putting it out there.
Adam West looks better than Batman and Robin.
See, the thing is, you take away the nipples, I don't really agree with you.
I would still take that ridiculous suit from the 60s over the stupid silver looking one at the end of Batman and Robin.
It'd probably be Adam West, George Clooney, Val Kilmer, Tim Burton,
you mean Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton, yeah. Christian Bale, Pattinson, and Ben Affleck.
Is number one.
Yeah.
I will go George Clooney at the bottom, then Adam West, then Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Then I'd probably put Michael Keaton. Then I'd probably put.
See, it's not easy when you.
I'd probably after Michael Keaton, I think I'm gonna go with Robert Pattinson just now.
Yeah, Pattinson.
Christian Bale, and then as much as it's controversial, I do agree with you. Ben Affleck's suit looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
Everything else around it.
Yeah, Justice League, still a good film. Just saying that he's
everything else around it. No, but that weird desert one looked cool.
Yeah.
The one where he fights Superman, that whole thing is a terrible ass fight in a bad film, but his suit looks cool. Yeah, but so far, the chunky. I like a chunky Batsuit.
The one that's really it's out of the box is really Pattinson because we don't really know how it's going to look at the end.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I just feel like it's going to have I feel like it's going to be a mixture of Keaton and Bale. It's going to be very like up to date where you can move the neck, but it's also going to have that sort of.
Bale did they start with able to turn his neck?
True, but I mean it's going to have that sort of like up to date feel for like a new film, and then it's going to be old school like because it's his first suit.
Yeah.
I think it looks good, and I think he's going to look good in it as well.
I honestly think he's going to do quite well. I do. I'll give him a benefit of the doubt.
That one in the red reveal, it looks
it's
pretty cool.
People got because like, oh my god, Daredevil season 4.
Yeah, everybody because of the red background. Yeah,
it's Pattinson's chin. Yeah, but
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, finally made it to being a bat.
I think he's going to do well in it.
Yeah, but anyway, moving on. We've got some double Netflix feature news here. Kicking off, we got literally today a Transformers anime. It says series, but we don't really know if it's a movie or a film. But anyway, it's called Transformers War for Cybertron. Wow, my mouth is not.
It looks like it looks old school. Like everybody's chunky.
Yeah, 80s.
And it does that whole noise, like the old school noise, not as an up to date Michael Bay noise.
Yeah, this is them in the middle of the war on Cybertron.
Well, this is the thing. It's like
truck.
Obviously the all the up to date movies in that are like some. I mean, a lot of them are shit, and Bumblebee is not bad, but like all the sort of anime, video gamey stuff has always been consistently good. Yeah. It's mere, if you like stick to that side, you never really get let down for Transformers stuff. It's just when they bring it into live action, it kind of falls apart. So
there was a game called War for Cybertron. It's not connected anyway. Just in case anyone's like, oh, I've played that or I've seen the games. It's not the same.
If it's an anime series, depending on how long it is, I might chuck it on. But see if it's just like a cheeky wee hour and a half.
I'll probably watch
not?
it. No, I like Transformers. Not particularly the films.
It's one of those things that I sort of grew up with, but it wasn't like bang on Transformers grew up with. It was kind of like it was like try to bring itself back when it, in our time, because like the Power Rangers time and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it was in that. We were not like OG Transformers because that was like in the 80s. Yeah,
it's a nice wee drop. Again, consistency is making it hard for news for us, but we're getting there. But the other news, Netflix revealed Umbrella Academy posters.
Yeah.
Which doesn't show anything, doesn't really give us anything, but at the end of the day, it's telling us that it's coming. News is coming.
Still haven't finished season 1, man. It's pretty. Yeah, I know. I should have went back to it, but I think I watched 2 episodes and then I can't remember exactly why.
How are you not finished Umbrella Academy?
It's just one of those things that I watched and then kind of forgot about.
This is blasphemy.
I know it's really popular.
It's not the fact that it's popular. It just seems really up our niche in that sense of weirdom and nonsense and giant people in space. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. I feel like it's one of those shows I would have hated to have missed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like The Boys.
Oh, speaking of consistency, I just remembered that we didn't put this down for news, but I'm pretty sure this came out in our gap. The Stranger Things thing.
Oh yeah.
Did we talk about this?
I don't think we. No, we didn't.
Well,
we chose to talk about Anthem 2.0 last week. Remember?
Oh yeah. Well, I need that. Yeah, because and another in a little sort of bigger gap screen recording, we had a snippet of Stranger Things basically showing what we all knew and thought was that American in that prison was Hopper.
Yeah.
Do you think they shouldn't have given that away?
Yes. Like no one believed he was dead because he's so popular for one. But at the end of the day, it kept us all going, do you think it is? Who could it be if it's not him? Now we're like, yeah, okay, now we know who it is.
But but there's no point in shifting the norm the way,
But I like the fact that now it makes us go, how are the kids going to rescue him?
Well, they won't know he's even alive.
Yeah. Well, I feel like 11 at some point I'll sit in a bath and be like, oh, wait, there's Hopper. You know
I really hope not.
Yeah, but
I hope we get some sort of great escape side plot where he escapes a Russian prison.
You got to say,
cool.
This is a bit on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he's in Stranger Things in a Russian prison, but he's also in the Marvel Universe.
I've already said this. In every single thing he does, he fights things that are red or he is red.
Yeah.
It's consistency. I think that genuinely for Stranger Things fighting Russians, they offered him Hellboy. They just replaced Russians with Nazis.
Yeah,
it's just consistency.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. A bit sad that this is the final season and they're splitting it into 2, so we're getting more episodes.
There's no point running stuff into the ground.
No, I totally agree.
When things need to be over, it's over.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they've went, we're doing 4. That's it. Know what I mean?
It's going to be super sad when it ends.
Well, to be fair, I'm really sick of some of the actors that are in it. Take down a peg, 1 or 2 of them, but you know what I mean?
I like it. I'm just waiting for the. Does it need? Because obviously in every single season there is a heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching bit that makes sad. Nothing is top season 2 yet. But does this negate the season 3 for you?
No, not really, because we still got one of them in it.
Wait, we're Billy in that.
Yeah, which at the end of the day I was kind of like,
yes,
really fuck you, Billy, but at the end of the day
he got better.
Yeah.
I swear to God, Steve dies, I'm out. I swear to God, they kill him.
How do you feel when he comes back with a bowl cut?
I don't care. His hair isn't what does it for me, it's his attitude. I swear, if they kill Steve...
I'm sorry, that's not what it does for me.
I love Steve. I hated Steve in season 1.
Greatest character growth ever.
Yeah, I hated him in season 1. I hated him. They were actually going to kill him off, but they chose to keep him because they liked the actor, and he went on to be the best person in the entire show.
Yeah.
And if he dies, I'm out.
But to be fair, they could kill him.
I'm out.
But who cares? The show ends. They're like, okay.
I'll forget it exists. I'm out. I can't do it. I'm not having him die.
They never released a date or a time for it.
But it was like a little tiny snippet. That's another thing I remembered from being off.
It was good. Yeah, that's you segued nicely with the Netflix. You kept it all together. It would really suck if you were like, this thing. Here's Netflix news. And you're like, well, what are you doing? But moving on, this is more of a rumour than news.
Mm-hmm.
But it has been heavily rumoured that the villain for Disney Plus's Loki is Kang the Conqueror, which we have discussed before of the possibility of it being. But it's also out there that it could be Owen Wilson. That's it. I was going to say Russ Wilson. Wow.
But see, do you think that having Kang the Conqueror this big introduced into Loki is a good thing?
That makes sense.
Because Kang the Conqueror's like...
He's massive.
That's Thanos level.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, King the Conqueror, he fucks about with Inhumans. Remember them? Good guys, good TV show.
No,
so,
what are Inhumans?
They're coming in the One Division, by the way. They were meant to be showing up at some point.
Sorry, who are they?
They're people like X-Men.
Uh-huh.
You know, those people that we can now talk and Marvel at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Those people, they're like them. They're like cousins.
Right.
They don't live on the moon, these ones. The ones that live on the moon, they don't talk about.
Sorry, what? There's ones that live on the moon?
Ones that live on the moon,
Uh-huh.
moon only. You know what I mean? And
are they still there?
yeah, probably. Good guys are the bad guys are the good guys.
Just constantly fighting.
Just constantly
Nobody
fighting.
knows about it.
No.
I've never heard of this. No, this is sorry, I've never heard of this.
Well, I hear it's true. But anyway, yes, I feel like bringing in Kang the Conqueror into Loki would be a good idea.
Is it because people speculate this? Because if I'm right in saying Kang the Conqueror's to do with time shit.
Yeah, he's the master of time, pretty much.
So,
which is maybe Doctor Strange, but I'm not talking. Because see how most Marvel TV shows before now were kind of, oh, remember when that thing happened? And, oh, where's the big green guy? They're never like, remember when the Avengers turned up and the big fucking Hulk guy smashed everybody? Like, they kind of just reference it off. Where because all the Disney Plus stuff is connected to the Marvel Universe, they're using it as a stepping stone, whereas they're not going, let's put out a film and have Kang hinted at. Let's actually have a TV show, and they're working it to a point where this is a whole. We're looking at it as like, oh, it's just a Loki show, but it's going to turn into the Loki and Kang show pretty much, and it's making people go okay. And then he realizes that it's not just Loki that's been fucking with timelines, because Loki's like, well, I'm dead in another time, blah blah, and then Kang comes in and he gets angry, all these people change stuff, and then he supposedly goes into the multiverse with Doctor Strange, and again Doctor Strange will need help with other people, so he brings the Avengers back together and all this stuff. And it's how they're planning to do it. It's not a 10-year plan like they did with Thanos. It's only like a 5-year plan where they're gonna have him come in. So you could end up with say Spider-Man. You could have Spider-Man in Norse mythology time. That's not going to work. It's stupid. But like, see those what if comic books that they did that are totally weird, set in like the 1900s and all that stuff. They reckon they're going to have Kang fuck about that much, where you're going to have like Falcon speaking like an English, like purebred Englishman in the 1900s and everything like that, and it's weird. It's weird in what they're planning to do.
Well, at this point, again, anything is fair game.
Yeah.
After Endgame, everything's fair game.
Let's touch.
If they get away with that shit and folk are like, makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's fair game.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. Kang the Conqueror, I like.
I don't want Russell.
Why do they have to do? Why purple? Why not a purple guy?
I don't know.
Because non-Marvel fans are just like Thanos light or what? Like.
Yeah, like Thanos.
To be honest, Galactus is pink. Not that far away from purple.
But they're also planning to turn Galactus a woman for the.
As long as he's not a fuck off cloud. Think of the upside, man. I'd rather have a woman than a fuck off cloud.
That's definitely true.
2020.
2020. But moving on.
You've only got one more bit, eh?
2, 3, 4 maybe.
Just go.
Yeah. It's quite short anyway because they're small snippets. Indiana Jones 5 will be shooting in 2 months.
Yeah. Harrison Ford's doing another one.
I was waiting. You had a drink there, so I was waiting for you.
He's doing another one, aye.
Yeah.
This has been
April
talked about for ages, aye.
It's going to start.
This has been talked about for a while.
Yeah, and do you want it to be a handoff or just an end?
No, well, he's come out in loads of interviews like, who would take over? He's like, no one.
Yeah, I like it. Like Chris Pratt should take your place. He's like, no.
Once I die, that's it. No.
It's like, do you remember that last film they tried to make where it was just me but younger?
Shia LaBeouf. They tried. He has to, and this works, but he does have to have someone with him.
Yeah.
Like a young whippersnapper needs to be with him, but he can't. But none of this pass the torch thing. Just have him, just like another shot round, like his little friend, but older.
I know.
What I want from it is I want like a, you know how like at the beginning Shia LaBeouf tried to show them up, but then it turned into like pal master. I want it to be like at odds. I want it to be like a relationship where he thinks that Indiana Jones is like, sit down old man and like I'll deal with this, but really you don't mess with Indiana Jones because Indiana Jones conveniently wins.
Yeah. But
that's my favourite part about Indiana Jones. Every humongous, massive guy that he fights, they just die conveniently.
Yeah.
The guy gets killed with a plane. The guy falls in the weird fucking grinder.
Yep. Guy tries to fight him with a sword. He pulls out a gun and goes,
yeah.
Really?
I can't remember what happens in the third one, but there definitely is that. You know, the guy who, like, the Russian guy who gets killed by ants and the ones that we don't talk about.
Yep.
But, like, I'm looking forward to it.
All I need is a hat, a whip, and the fact that he hates snakes.
Do you think that he's going to be, like, the action's going to be good? Or do you think it's going to be like that bit in The Irishman, where Robert De Niro, as a young man, beat up an old person?
No, I think it's going to be an old man looking terrible trying to fight someone, but it's acceptable because he's not faking it. He's like,
it's really
yeah, he's just like, ow, ow. Like, you can see the pain of him trying to fight.
The last thing I got to ask before we move on, are the villains going to be Nazis again?
I hope so. Just because we finally need it to not be skulls.
Because it was Nazis, weird tribe, Nazis, Russians. May as well finish the trilogy of Nazis.
Why not?
As long as it's not fucking aliens.
What aliens? What are you talking about?
So in the fourth one, right?
There's a fourth Indiana Jones? What are you talking about?
There's Russians.
No. I remember 3.
There's Shia LaBeouf. There's monkeys. And there's aliens.
No. You're making this up.
Surprisingly not. Honestly,
this is some Mandela effect bullshit right here. You're talking nonsense.
Right. And then what happens is John McClane goes to Russia with his son. That one doesn't exist either.
Anyway, quick notice. It's finally been confirmed Friends is getting HBO'd reunion. 1 hour, only in America, because it's HBO Max. Also, they're all getting £4 million to do
That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, like, there's no love here. There's just like
the only thing is that they do all like get on.
Yeah.
But if I would take it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But yeah, it's annoying that only America gets it, because Friends is a world thing.
I know,
Like, everybody watches Friends.
But it's such a good thing that none of us, blatantly more you than me, watches things that aren't available in this country. Just saying. I
have no idea what you're talking about. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Is it going to live up to the hype?
No. Of course not.
To be honest, the last season is like
shit.
It's not shit. It's just more about, like, you could tell they just wanted to be done, but they were getting paid a fuck ton of money.
Yeah. It's just, and not all of them look as good as Jennifer Aniston. Like, I just can't wait for them to put that in there.
You know what this means, though? They have to get Paul Rudd back.
Oh my god, they have to get Paul Rudd back.
Because Phoebe's married to Paul Rudd.
Oh my god, you care what's going to happen? They're all going to go to that fucking cafe, sit there for an hour, and she's going to be like, oh, you know.
What would you do, right? What would you do if this, right, is they all go to the cafe now and they just reminisce about old times and they just show clips for the first 10 seasons?
I would be so happy because people would be like, oh my god, Friends tonight, and then you watch it, you're like,
they're just showing, like, remember that time, and then they show a clip from an old season. That would be fucking class.
I don't know, what's the point? Someone didn't put the phone on silent.
Sorry.
Oh, this is what, episode fucking 42, 43 now?
Rookie mistake.
Anyway, I'm not really bothered by this. Are you?
What, the Friends thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things that it's just a show that never ends because, like, even ourselves. I remember when I got put on Netflix and I was like, well, may as well start it again.
I've watched it 5 times since it's been on Netflix.
Like, it's just one of those things.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Is it the greatest television show of all time? Like, is it like not as in like what you would class now? No, like not a like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones thing, but like,
is that a classic?
Like a sort of the show like a half an hour show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a sort of like 20 minutes show.
Yeah.
Is it the best of all time?
Yeah, I'd say so. Because just for the fact that I say it's the fact that I can watch it all the time, knowing what's going to get said, what's going to happen, where the story's
still makes you laugh.
Yeah, that's something information.
True.
And the old question is that I see a lot of post people like, you're going to have to admit How I Met Your Mother's better than Friends. Fuck off. No, it's not.
No.
Right? Just
because Friends, How I Met Your Mother got real bad at the end. Plus, How I Met Your Mother's end is ridiculous. Although, when I go watch Friends again, I never go back to 1. I always start like about 3, 4.
I go back to 1.
Do you all go all the way back to 1?
To 1.
See, like obviously, when I got put on Netflix and I started again, I started for 1.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of skip 1 now because it's like
you do what I do with. Sorry, you do what I do with like Naruto. If there's an episode that I just didn't like, I go skip.
I did that with How I Met Your Mother when I got put. Me and the missus watched all of it, and then when it's you need to put something on, you're like, that one's shit, that one's shit, that one's shit. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And then, have you noticed that if you ever skip, you start getting annoyed about like, wait, what happened there? Like, I'm going fucking back.
Anyway, moving on. We got more casting news, or confirmation really, of The Witcher Season 2. Talking about something that's going to be a success when it comes back. We got Christopher Hivju.
This is all you, mate.
He is playing. Now he's from the Game of Thrones. He's the ginger one.
Big ginger.
Well, tiny ginger to be honest. But he's also in the Fast and Furious films. He's the one where Dom suddenly has a baby. The ginger one.
Remember what happened last time we did this?
I know, I'm just saying.
We're not doing it again.
I'm just saying. Do you remember the ginger? Do you remember when Dom got a baby?
Yes.
Right.
That was the last one. No, we're
Don't
not
start. Don't do it, right? Remember how he had the guy with the ginger hair, the only ginger.
Just say it's for Game of Thrones. Just say it's for Game of Thrones.
How can you remember?
I know, because Game of Thrones is like in modern times, so shit like gets posted.
Oh, because the fast films are so past time.
What are they?
So, right, anyway, he is playing.
This is a guy.
Velen.
He's Velen.
Velen, right?
Right.
He's a bear, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Bear man,
bear wolf,
not Beowulf.
No, not Beowulf. Anyway, he's playing a bear, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I say for shortness of this, we can basically say like Lambert's cast, the other guy's cast, and like a bunch of other people that
I'm just going to say the characters, right?
Go for it.
Nivellen, obviously I just said. We've got Messiah Simpson as Francesca, don't know who either of them are yet. Yazin Atur as Cohen, don't know who they are yet. Paul Bullion as Lambert, he was in the Bastard's Sword or the Bastard's Kingdom, that's all I can.
He's also a dick in the games.
Yeah. Fuck off. Thu Ørsted Rasmussen as Eskil.
That's a belter,
It's a fucking belter, but fuck trying to say that. He's playing Eskil, and this is weird to say, but the actor is too pretty to play a character who Eskil's the one that's all cut up to bits.
Well, but that's what you see in 3. You probably won't look like that just now.
Ah, no, shut up. Right, we've got Aisha, sorry. Oh my god. Aisha Fabienne Ross as Lydia van Bredervoort.
Cool.
But anyway, yes. More. I like the fact that we're getting more and more of this, and I like the fact we've got 2 more Witchers.
I think that Vesemir will not be announced.
No,
it'll be announced like just before, like before the trailer drops.
Yeah.
So you might not even hear until the trailer.
What annoys me though is people have set this bar so high
for Vesemir. But it's Vesemir.
I feel like, see when these characters were announced, I feel like the guy for Vesemir's been picked months before these people. And then he said it in his trailer like...
it might not be someone big though.
I don't think it is. I
No.
do not think... Because look at the actual TV show, the first season, sorry.
Apart from Henry Cavill.
Yeah. You're like... I know these actors
the other ones are like... Yeah, they're not massive. Yeah, they're not massive, yeah. But again, I think that Vesemir's someone who needs to be someone you know.
Yeah.
Even if it is not massive, but someone you're like, oh yeah.
I remember him. But yeah, that's fucking awesome. Oil him. Yeah, good cast. And I like the fact that the Lambert boy's out training with swords and that, and he's just like, by the way, I'm Lambert, I'm not hiding it. And he's like, awesome. You're doing a Henry Cavill. But that's about that. There's not much else news for it. The last little segment of news we could talk about, and I never thought this was weird. I never thought this would happen, sorry. That Sonic is a success.
I'm not surprised by this.
Are you not surprised? I'm very surprised, just because I just didn't see people taking to it as well as what they have.
I think the redesign definitely helped.
Oh aye. Have you seen the picture of that since?
Like what he really looked like?
Yeah, what
like before the redesign,
yeah.
Obviously I'm not being a conspiracy and saying like they did it on purpose. But I think that like that whole things surrounding
Yeah.
the redesign like did them a lot of favours to make folk go want to see it.
Yeah.
We have not seen it. So.
No, it's not out here yet, or just out.
I think it might just. I'm really not sure.
Yeah, I think it's just out here. I will see it. That's for damn sure. But like, I just didn't see it by a success because it's a game movie. People just don't tend to see them.
Apparently, it's the highest grossing video game movie of all time now.
Again, the bar is really low for this one.
Detective Pikachu did well.
That
counts.
Yeah. I want to see it. I think it looks.
Apart from that, the bar is incredibly low.
Yeah, definitely. But I just don't see it being that successful, and I again think that it might have just been sheer luck for people annoying people at a point where here's shit graphics, we've made it better. And now people are like, oh, we need to see this. But yeah, that's the last bit of news.
Yeah, that was surprisingly a lot.
Yeah, that, and we make things more dramatic than they need to be. But moving on to a great representation of Fraser and his teens. We're going to talk about
teens. You mean now?
We're going to talk about Fraser's one of Fraser's favourites and Fraser's choice of the week. Now, Fraser, I've got to ask you. It's a really in-depth way of telling me. Mm-hmm. What's the story?
So Eric Draven and Shelley Webster are a couple who live in a house. They get terrorised by a group. They are both murdered, and Eric Draven is brought back to life with a majestic crow. Is it because I said they live in a house? But I wasn't sure if I was going to say that.
I find that you're so serious. And you're like, they live in a house.
It was more about I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay flat or not.
I love your way of. But
they both get killed, and Eric Draven is brought back with the magic powers of a crow. The crow.
Yeah, which again I was like, powers of a crow, just sitting on a hand crop. Anyway, again we spoke about this film before, and I've said that I didn't want to watch it because there is obviously you said they died. And to me, I somehow remember this attack being a lot worse than it actually was.
No, it's not that bad.
And it's
it's because they basically it does start with the attack.
Yeah. But
you see snippets of it, but it is implied that he is killed with a gunshot and pushed out the window, where she is beaten and raped.
Yes.
And they don't show it. They basically show like the bad guys above and like doing things.
Yeah.
But they don't physically show it, but because it's implied, it's not a nice thing.
Yeah.
But they all suffer consequences.
Yeah, which we'll get to. I like the opening scene. I think it really sets a tone for it. Mm-hmm. Like you said.
Strange looking town. Like I will always
watching it, and I was like, "Fuck, this could be a Batman film."
Yeah, it looks like Gotham.
Yeah,
straight up.
Do we actually know if it's an actual?
They never say.
No. Okay. Good. How did you feel about the fact that it was like that? Then it was like a year later. Like, just did you like that transition just to kind of set us? Okay, they've been.
Yeah, because it needs to happen on Devil's Night.
All right.
Like it needs to be centered around Devil's Night, which is like an anniversary of their death.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Let's talk about Brandon Lee, because Brandon Lee is phenomenal. I think he's a great actor. It's such a shame what happened to him, but I think he is this genuinely. If he had lived, this would have been his breakout. Like he was already doing well, but this would have shot him into stardom. This would have elevated him. You would still be hearing from him now, I think.
Yeah, and the thing is, the director, it wasn't really that set on Brandon Lee, because obviously you think, oh, Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, Bruce Lee's son, and the guy instantly thought, oh, he's going to be he's going to turn into a kung fu film.
Yeah.
But after meeting him and stuff, and you can tell, because even me watching it, when like you don't read it, you think the same connection. And I thought, fuck, his performance in this is so good and so well done that it is just outstanding.
This would have definitely shot him in his stuff.
Oh yeah,
like totally. Absolutely shot him in his stuff.
Poor choice of words, Mr. Doig.
Yeah, it's shot right. But I know, I'm just saying that this would have it would have elevated him. Yeah. You would still hear from him now, I think, definitely.
But fuck him, for someone who he done work, but hasn't worked that much at the time. You could see through this film that he's Bruce Lee's son, physically especially, because it's weird. So you see him walking away, and you kind of go, "Fucking hell!" It's literally like I'm watching Enter the Dragon when Bruce Lee's walking away, and it's just wow. His performance.
He's great in this,
and it's just his comedic chops, and his acting towards other characters is just amazing. Showing the psychotic crow side is.
How do you feel about the fast pace? Because it's a very fast paced film because it's not that long. Because it really sort of like it starts on Devil's Night, the thing happens to them, it cuts to a year later, he crawls out of the grave, and like you see the gang for like a second, and then he's putting the makeup on, and it's like the Crow is born. Like, how do you feel? I
liked it. I didn't really need a massive set up Batman start story. You know what I mean? We instantly saw why he's angry. We instantly see him get his abilities. You instantly see people who you can see through the film he's going to care about. You know, the cop and the little girl. You're going to find that out straight away. I liked that they just went fuck it, 100%. Let's go. Kicked into it. I didn't think I needed to see him training or try to use his ability because he's not got like his abilities aren't that special.
You just can't die.
Yeah, you know, and he, like we had a discussion about this earlier, and we'll get into it. You can see he's not really a superhero. He's just a guy getting revenge, and he acts like that because he can't die. Yeah,
like if you physically can't be hurt, you're going to be a cocky bastard about it.
And the performance there and the way the film does it is amazing.
Do you love the makeup?
Yes.
I fucking love it so much.
Trivia for you. He hated how the design people done it. He refused. He just kept going back to the director and said, "I don't like the way they're doing it. It looks weird. Can I do it?" And the director was like, "Try it, and we'll see what happens."
It was his idea.
So I crap myself. Your doors maybe, but yeah, because they had a whole different idea of how he was meant to look. And he actually went into the director's room when the director wasn't in. And he had the makeup on himself and the director, and they jumped out at him, and they went, "Okay, yeah, I agree. That's the face paint we want." So again, great actor, great character. The main actor does his own face work.
It's such a good idea from because obviously it puts it in story wise why he puts it on because it's like a thing that you see, and it's not just like I'll just paint my face for the shits and giggles. It's kind of the reason. Obviously, I also love it because Sting, the wrestler, I also like it from that. But like, I love the makeup. I think it's so cool. It's so simple, but yet incredibly cool.
Yeah.
And again, goth as fuck.
The gothest, one could say. You know what I mean? It's also the fact people take the piss because it's Halloween night. Yeah. You know, they're kind of like, what the fuck are you doing?
I love it. We may as well so the first person to go in the crew is Tintin.
Yes. Where is it?
See, this is did you like, I know that you're obviously not meant to like the gang, but did you actually like any members, or are you like, they're all
I like the way Tintin talked. And acted. He's like that jive motherfucker type. You know what I mean? Like that. He pulls his jacket off and he said, who you coming for, motherfucker, and all this stuff. I like his attitude in it.
The only problem I have with the Tintin bit is like I love the fight and I love how like the Crow does get a bit cocky of himself and he does like want to basically tell him why he's gonna die, and obviously Tintin's like couldn't care less. But it's when he takes off the jacket and he's like, I'll tell you about murder. And he's like, I've got 2 friends and they never miss. And when he throws 2 and they miss, he doesn't react.
Yeah.
You think you would react more if you never miss.
Yeah, I know.
The only one he really reacts to is the one that the Crow catches, the Eric catches. And then he's like, okay, I'm fucked.
Yeah. I wanted that. Like I would wanted that. I would have wanted that. Sorry, just my mouth isn't working. But what I liked a bit more is where he felt like he was getting the upper hand. Where he was hitting him with a pole, and he was hitting him with a pole, and it's just like, yeah, fuck it. Like that attitude is like, I never lose, murder's easy, hey, and then like you said, he throws a knife and he fucking dodges, and another one he catches. Like I was just like, that's a great fucking moment, and he should have reacted. But the fact that he also kind of just like, he was okay with it, he never ran away, he kind of just took what was coming, which annoyed me.
How do you feel? Because obviously I feel like you're definitely going to point this out because you're a nitpicker. How do you feel about like the Crow symbolism thing?
I like it, but it's a bit Batman for me.
Is it a bit bad? See, I love it. I think it's great. The only thing that annoys me about it is like you also think in your head like, When did he have the time to do that?
Yeah.
Especially the fire one.
Yes.
But I'm going to point it out before you do, because I know you were going to, at some point, you'll be like,
but
when
the
did
thing is, what I like in the film is like the fact that, again, it goes back to the police officer who's been demoted for being a bad guy, blah, 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 right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, the detective comes along, he's like...
Who's the Ghostbuster?
Yeah, what was his name? Ernie Hudson, yeah. I like the fact that this guy who's meant to be above him and smarter than him, supposedly, is like, what's that? He's like, well, it's blood, dumbass. And he just walks away from it.
You would call it graffiti.
I know, like that attitude is brilliant. But I love the fact that no one's like, but why a crow? Is anyone? No one looks. No
one that talks about it.
Yeah. Like, also, you couldn't get that as a tattoo.
What, the crow?
Yeah, because someone would be like, why you got a weird Batman signal on your arm?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True.
You can see the resemblance through it.
Right. This is like you. I know you completely feel different about this, but like, I sort of don't mind him, but you couldn't care less about Top Dollar.
Yeah.
The long-haired villain.
Yeah. I just didn't care like at all. Like I thought him and his sister.
His sister.
Yeah. I love how one of your favourite films has got incest in it, just walking past. But anyway, I find it really weird. Like he's this big top dog, and somehow they're talking like they're into the mystic arts, but they do fuck all with it.
Mm.
You know, he's like, ooh, smell that, I can see.
Oh, because the first time you meet him, they've killed a girl somehow.
We broke her, but
that's like again, it's just goth.
I know, but like. It seems like they were going for some mystical, like he's obviously mystical because he's come back to life.
The only question I have is that plate of cocaine. Does he have that all?
What?
Like, when he does the eyeball thing.
Yeah.
His dinner.
It's just
It's a plate of cocaine.
Yeah.
Like, does he have it all?
Must have. I
hate the sister.
Yes.
So one person I've always disliked in that movie. She just she's genuinely pointless.
Yeah. For the only reason she say one or two things.
She's only there to basically explain like them basically by her to go like the crow has power. Like that's the only reason she's in the entire movie. And
also to make you go, oh, they're fucked up, man. That's not our sister. That's weird. You're into weird shit. We don't need that.
I like the actor that plays Top Dollar.
Yeah.
I just think that like I don't hate him as much as you do, and I know that you.
I thought he was a vampire. That's why I'm disappointed. I thought he was. I'm like, oh my god, this guy can't die. This is a vampire who runs the town.
He's not a vampire.
He's just a guy with long hair.
No, he's not a vampire. He's just super goth.
Then I also thought he was fucking Highlander.
Super goth. he basically like he doesn't become important until the end.
Yeah.
One thing I really like about this is that like, you know when he meets Sarah and the cop, it doesn't do this whole like, you know when somebody's got a secret identity, they spent hours trying to figure it out and that. They kind of just been like, first of all when he meets the cop, he just be like, he tells him straight who he is.
Yeah.
And then he does try to hide it for Sarah because he doesn't want to hurt her.
But then it just says that he says a line for her song.
And they just kind of figure it out.
Yeah, which I love that bit where she's like, she was so close with him that she understands who he is instantly. Also, I love how the cop's like, you're crazy. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We may as well get to Funboy's death, which is basically the whole scene where actually Brandon Lee got shot for real. Obviously, it's totally different in the movie. I like Darla. It's Sarah's mum.
Yeah.
Funboy does annoy me.
I hate the mum.
Do you not like the mum?
I hate her.
You're meant to hate her, but it's more about like I like I like how the actor. I like the way she does it. Like she does try. Yeah, she does try, and I like the thing of the mum.
Yeah.
Funboy, like basically, if it wasn't for the crow, she would still be a piece of shit mum.
Yeah.
Funboy to me, he probably gets the sort of like
the worst death. I feel.
Yeah. Oh shit. Does he go to the pawn shop? He does. We've skipped the pawn shop bit.
Oh, aye.
Before he kills Funboy.
Yeah, because I can't remember the pawn shop boy. Gideon, the pawn shop boy. Yeah, because he's like pretty much like punishes him for pretty much making profit of people's horrible nightmare times.
He's like the only person he goes after who isn't directly involved in. Well, technically she is if she's got the ring.
Yeah.
So he is sort of involved. Yeah.
I love that. I love it though. Where he's like fucking like it's one of those moments I spoke to you off mic about that I love about this film. Where in the beginning he's kind of like you said he's cocky, but it's this whole fuck you, I'll do as I please cheeky vibe. Where he like pops up beside Mr. Skinner, he's like, are you not listening? Like he's standing around him and he's just like, what the fuck are you doing, you crazy bastard? And he's chucking the rings at him.
And he's obviously got the coat by then.
Yeah, like super
Because
cool.
when I watched it with Rachel, she was like, doesn't he have a big ass coat?
Yeah, see,
like, yeah.
I thought he pulled the big ass coat out of the cupboard. Then you see him walking down the thing with his like hands out like total
So good.
Like an Evanescence song would fit at that moment.
But it's obviously 1994, so you got the Cure instead.
Yeah. But yeah, I like it's just that fucking long jacket is cool as fuck. I love the fact that he takes all the fucking rings and puts it in a shotgun, which I don't understand how putting gasoline and shooting a shotgun.
Movie logic.
Also, how he survived is beyond. Mr. Gideon survived is fucking beyond me. You know what I mean?
I mean, it blows up right in front of Eric's face, but he sort of dies. It's because they basically have to have him die later on in a much worse way.
Yes.
Much worse way.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll go back to Funboy's death. Funboy, to me, he gets like the most boring death.
You think so? I think that's the worst one.
He does get like obviously injected with like a heroin, but it's more about the whole like he sort of dies off screen as well.
Yeah.
Candyman goes up and like sees him, the guy that plays Candyman. Yeah. And he goes like, "Oh, he told me about this until he choked on his own vomit."
But I perfectly believe that scene was cut. I don't think the actor could do that. I don't think he could actually, because we all know what happens in that scene. Like obviously Brandon Lee dies.
He died. Well, he got shot and he dies.
He gets taken to hospital.
And he died in the hospital.
You think about it, the actor there probably is like a spit in the screenplay where he is meant to get this horrible fight back against the drugs and something. But at this point, it's probably just another actor in doing putting the needle.
Probably, yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? So that's probably cut out because of the sad moment that happened before.
Yeah, because it does. Yeah, probably. There's probably something else that's meant to happen because he drags him to the bathroom, but he also dies
like 2 seconds
in the hall.
Yeah.
Like back in the room. So why would he drag him in the bathroom to then drag him back?
Yeah.
Like clearly something else was meant to happen in the bathroom after he dealt with the mum. But because of what happened, they kind of cut it and did something different. That makes sense, man. Fair enough.
But ouch, itch.
And then he goes to the cop's house, which is again the moments we were talking about, where it's not just this whole like trying to figure it out. He just goes and tells him.
Yeah, I like again interact. I like the fact that he's like you've still got your hat on. Because I like that little bit of storytelling because he's kind of clearly the cops came home. Does not give a fuck about his job right now, and he's just like meh, and he's left his hat on, and the crow just points it out. I love it.
As we were talking about earlier, the pawn shop guy gets a sword through his throat.
Yeah, poor bastard.
He gets it worse.
Yeah,
and that's where we find out that the lassie's his sister.
Yeah, that's again.
And again, it's the stuff with Top Dollar is apart from like near the end, like I'd say like when Top Dollar has Skank.
Yeah.
And like he goes in and the massive. That's when Top Dollar becomes interesting. Now it's just like, all right, cool.
You're probably just
like,
the boss guy.
You're just the boss guy. Right. I love T-Bird's death. I hate the car chase.
Yeah. The chase was kind of weird for me, especially because like fucking what's the other boy called? I can't remember his name. The last boy.
Skank.
Yeah. Sorry, you just said it. Like I think it's funny that he jumped into the car. And he's like, I'm at a dead end, but then he suddenly just turns up, and I'm like...
Yeah, but the stuff with the cops is alright, chasing T-Bird.
Yeah.
Apart from the whole, like, whoa, when they spell like I was just like, oh, I can't take it. But T-Bird's death, I love.
Yeah.
I love T-Bird's death, and the main reason I love it is because the whole, like, he was trying to figure it out, and then he sort of explains things, and then he's like, I know you.
Yeah.
And he's like, but there ain't no coming back. But there ain't, like, I love that bit where he's like tying him up and he's like, but there ain't no coming back.
I think it's the fear that the performance of like, oh my god, I could come back to this life. That's what I think they'll try to like go with. That's about how I loved it.
I look at it in the way because he's like what he does for a living. He like once someone's dealt with, they're dealt with.
Yeah.
And he's like, but there ain't no coming back. Yeah. There ain't no coming back. And it's sort of basically things like I think T-Bird's like,
I think it's the
I'm going to be
realisation.
punished for all the things that I've done.
Yeah. It's like the realisation that okay, I'm going to be judged for this.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Totally.
That's why I love.
Fucking horrible way to go.
I love T-Bird's death. It's It's probably the best death in the entire movie.
Also, a little bit of a goof on the film. Like I like to nitpick. Mm-hmm. See how Skank drives a car and it's got a broken screen. Mm-hmm. See when he gets out of the car, perfectly fine screen. Is
it? I never noticed. I'm too busy focusing on the cool ass explosion.
Yeah. And I'm half and half, just going back and forth.
And that's how he sets up the one. It is like the best. It's like used for all the posters, the crow on fire. Yeah. But that must have took ages.
Yeah. You only see a small bit of him just going like that and then lighting it. But no. One of my favourite bits with Top Dollar and Skank is what comes next. Is it
more? Well, obviously the mum tries to be nice, and then it sort of goes to the big.
I like that they put that in. Yeah, I like it because it kind of tells you that Sarah's kind of going to get taken care of now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I like that. Also, she's probably like, "Fuck you, kid. I'm being nice."
Yeah, true, man. I agree with that. I'm glad they put that in instead of just like it meant something then.
Yeah, Top Dollar and Skank when they're trying to discuss the crow. And Skank's like, it's just like Top Dollar's like, can we just record time and slow it down and rewind? And I think that was just to me I was like, that's actually fucking brilliant. It's hilarious that he's stuck here with this guy who he's put in a position to get fucked up like this. Yeah. But he's just kind of like, I don't understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? Loved it.
So then everybody turns up for the big meeting.
Yeah.
Right now, again, this is another thing where Top Dollar is like. So, they want to do Devil's Night, and he's annoyed that it's become this thing.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
It's now cool. So he wants to turn it back to being evil and the way it was. But by doing the same thing?
Yeah, like I don't get where that was. Like I thought he was going to be like, now we're going to go out and massacre people. Yeah. But it's just like, but we're going to make it evil.
We're going to make bigger fires?
Why is it one person? Like, this is an Avenger problem for me. Mm-hmm. Like in Civil War, where it's like, you did all this, and it's like, no, the aliens did it. Yeah, but you did it. You're the cause of it. It's one of those moments where no one speaks up. Whereas I feel in this situation, someone, and it'd be funny if Skank, because he's just filled with drugs, would have been like, but that's the same thing. Like, no one questions these things. And I get that it's films. Come on.
True.
But, you know what I mean? Like,
on the other hand, it does lead to the bit that we've all waited for, was the crow just going tits.
Yeah, which for me made me lessen the film more.
Because I don't like the big action.
I like the slow, methodical. And again, you've pointed out why, but it's the fact that he's just slowly taking these people off. But for him just to run in, him using a gun looked weird for me. Mm-hmm. Like obviously I like the fact that he's doing it in a way that he has no training, so he's kind of just pointing and just shooting and see what hits. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I kind of liked it slow, methodical. I didn't like it when it sped up and kind of fucking went mad.
That's fair enough. I can understand that. I just like he just got to have a big action bit. Yeah. The one thing I don't understand about it though is why Skank tries to say that somebody else is Skank. He clearly knows it's him. Because it's probably the drugs, yeah. It's probably the drugs.
It's probably the drugs. Everyone's dead. He's like, you got him. He's right there.
He goes out the window.
It's just like. Skank he's still a horrible person. What he did, he's horrible.
100%.
But he is, like I said to you, he is the dumb guy for 8 Mile.
Yeah, he's the guy they just pull along as the idiot. But I feel like when it shows flashbacks and he wasn't like that. Yeah, he wasn't all fucked up and like he is now.
I feel like back then he looks normal. Yeah, a year of drugs for the guilt like of what he's done, because they're just used to setting fires, explosions.
I think he is. Yeah. The other ones don't give a shit about it. Maybe he's like, he was introduced into it at that point. They don't really go into it. One thing I always like is that Eric is he just constantly wants to get back to Shelley. Yeah. Like even when he gets saved by the police officer with the helicopter chasing, jumping across all the roofs. Yeah. He just wants to get back to the grave. Yeah.
How did you feel about the top of the church fight?
I like the whole top of the church fight. One thing I don't like. The guy who plays Candyman, I don't like his death because it really is shit. Yeah. He just gets shot and then that's it. Yeah. Also, I wish he'd fought with a cop, like they had a one-on-one while hanging Top Dollar.
The cop bit annoyed me because I love it. The crow's like, stay behind me. And the cop's like, yeah, but you're not.
I think the reason they did that is because obviously they capture the crow and he becomes human-esque. It's like half and half. He's not fully, because he gets a sword through him, which and he still keeps going.
Yeah.
The sister gets her eyes picked out.
Yeah, which I loved. Loved that scene.
Good, because she was annoying.
Yeah. Ironic though, isn't it?
I think that's what they were going for. I love the fight with I like the fight in the rain with Top Dollar. I've never liked when he gets stabbed through, because it just looks so fake.
Yeah.
It just looks.
It's just
so
an error of its time, I think.
It is. It definitely is an error of its time.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Top Dollar's death?
I thought it was cool.
Like giving him the 30 hours of pain that he takes off the cop.
Yeah.
And then did you like that's it? Did you obviously?
I thought he was just going to have that fall and that'd be it. But it's when he goes back and hits that statue, you're like, ooh, motherfucker! Like that's.
I think the 30 hours of pain would be worse.
Oh yeah.
At once, that is a rough way to go. It doesn't. You don't think it is, but it definitely is a rough way to go.
Because you're literally living through the pain that she had to go through, like to try and fight and stay alive. Like that'd be fucking horrible. Mm-hmm. His hair annoyed the shit out of me.
Who, Top Dollars?
Top Dollars when in the rain. Like before, it's stupid, but when it was getting wet, you're like, oh my god, mate, can somebody just cut his hair?
Mm-hmm. How'd you? Yeah, I again, like he's not really important until the end.
Yeah, like that whole.
It was me the whole time. Yeah.
Cliche.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
And then he basically crawls back in the grave. Really, that's more or less what it is.
Yeah, but I like the fact that he kind of just curls up to her grave and she comes and he finally gets that piece. It's like she was waiting for him to go and do
his thing and then come back.
I like that.
And then we get more goth.
More goth.
I told you, man. It's the gothest movie of all time.
Yes.
What are you gonna give it? Well, I'll say mine. I give it a 5 out of 5 because it is a guilty pleasure. Well, not even saying that. Even though I know it has flaws, even though I know it's not perfect. It's when I first watched it when I was younger, it's something I've always gravitated towards. It's goth, it's cool. So for my benefit, just for my personal reasons, I give it a 5 out of 5. What do you give it?
4 out of 5.
Good, man. I mean,
it's just small bits that kind of make me go, oh, alright. Like I said, when the pace, I loved it, but then kind of like, alright.
It's more just like, it's personal preference.
Yeah.
Because like if I picked one of those films that you absolutely adore, that you know yourself isn't the best movie, but you have it has a place in your life.
Yeah, especially because I thought this was going to be worse. Like I thought you were just hyping it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you've got those purple, you've got your rose tinted glasses on. I thought, okay, you know what I mean? Let's can't be that yet. Then I watched it and I'm like, oh fucking hell, that's a pretty fucking good. You know what I mean? And it's quite sad at the same time because I never saw Brandon Lee in anything, but now I've seen him in this. I'm like, oh, I'll never get to see Brandon Lee again.
He's 28.
That's fucking bullshit.
It's definitely sad, but I'm glad that they finished it.
Yeah. And
brought it out because I think that
the thing is, I watched this going, okay, let's see if I can figure out where it is.
You can't really, man.
There's not. There's actually because you read on the information about the film, it literally says 3 bits that are in the film that aren't him, which I think is amazing. Like you'll have the bits when he's walking away from stuff, but
that's what I honestly think. Like, see, if you think nowadays where they bring back actors who died and all that stuff, it looks worse now than they did then. Yeah, and that was a thing they had to just deal with.
But to be fair, it was super goth, so long black hair over the face kind of helped. You know what I mean?
So goth. I told you, man. I can't wait for Morbius to be goth.
Oh my god, we need giant.
It's
just I'm looking forward to. I think we'll have a Crow versus Morbius time. Who did it better? Who's the better?
The Crow's more goth than anything.
I can't wait till you Also, sorry, why is there a nice pair of boots right at the beginning in the trash and the Crow just finds it?
Goth.
You just tell this is a place where people just chuck nice boots out. Okay.
They do weird things in Gotham.
Also, he has no socks on, so it's really weird for me. I'm literally watching this going, he's got no socks on right now.
He doesn't care, he's dead.
That's true, very true.
I mean, the only thing I'll ask you, man, is what you done lately?
Quite a few things, actually. I played 2 games, one new, one old, in which you'll probably judge me. But I bought Atlas, in which I also bought you Atlas. I like it. I think it's fucking a lot of fun. Try to be a pirate is awesome. having a shit boat sucks ass, but it's fucking hilarious.
It is a survival game that it's okay.
Yeah.
That's as far as I go. I don't go to peak.
You're not throwing a shed ton of hours into it. So
no, I'm diving in and doing things.
Yeah.
I tell you what, as much as I don't like survival, I've never laughed so hard in a while at a game like this.
That's
like there's
probably
just
because your guy looks like fucking
there's
the
just,
Big Show and the
there's little tiny bits that just I made my guy like the tallest you can get, and it leads to hilarity. And there's just bits like we've played with a friend on the Xbox, and generally it's led to just hilarity.
Yeah.
Like, and there's things you want from multiplayer games. So even though I'm not a big survival fan, if you're laughing while playing a game, I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, I think it's such a good, and it runs a lot better than I expected it to. I expected a bag of shit, and
I did hear things that ran like a bag of shit, and I can't really complain about it because I didn't even pay for it. So.
Yes, you can't complain. It is a God's gift. That alone, you're not.
It's
complaining.
a gift, so I can't.
Moving on to a game that you're probably moan about.
Mm-hmm.
I went back into State of Decay 2 because it's getting a massive update in March the 15th. So I kind of went back to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's still the same game. But it looks a lot better. It runs a lot better.
Did you play it by yourself?
Yeah.
That's probably why it ran better.
Tell what you should do. You should download it again so I can test this theory.
No.
Why not? Yeah, but it's good. They've added stuff in that makes me go back to it and have fun. But
as long as you enjoyed it, man.
Yeah.
I think that if you're into that sort of game and you play it by yourself, I think it was a good game.
Yeah.
What they advertised as a multiplayer thing, it was terrible.
I mean, when we jumped in the car would go to the left.
It was genuinely like they were like, oh, it's going to be like the first one, but with multiplayer. Like, if you like those kind of games, go for it. But like what I got it for anyway was the multiplayer aspect, and the multiplayer aspect was shit, and it was just it didn't work, and it was just bad.
It works now. Download it. We'll play it. We'll think about it. But I watched. I caught up on My Hero Academia, which you've.
Can we get back to that later?
But you might have stepped in. But I watched My Hero Academia movie on Netflix, and it just made me fucking go tits up because I love those films, that show in general. But I watched the new Terminator.
Dark Fate.
Yeah, and it is not that bad. I don't think it's a bad film.
It's got I wasn't
you were but it's better than most of the ones we've had lately, I feel.
There's just things that annoyed me about it.
I see it's one of those films, the like Transformer films, I kind of can just turn my brain off.
I love Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
Yeah.
I think the thing they did with his character is great.
Yeah. I like the fact that it was kind of like you did a horrible thing, but you didn't have a choice, you've changed.
It might be controversial, but I did not like Sarah Connor in it.
No, I don't like Sarah Connor.
She just was too high. She was like...
Every 2 seconds, fuck you,
everyone's about her and all that. Like, I didn't like it.
And it's like, it's also like, oh, you're just the woman. You're a woman. You're just... And then, good thing for the other character to find out that she's actually a badass. Looks stupid in the future because she literally just looks the same.
Yeah.
I hated the new lassie. She annoyed the shit out of me.
See, I like her. I think she's alright.
I think she's meant to annoy me. But it's to the point that she annoyed me so much where I'm kind of like, fuck you, but I'm still thinking about what she's going to do next.
How do you feel about new Terminator? Like,
I liked him.
Bad Terminator was good,
Yeah. I like the fact that he's in the prison and they're grabbing him and he's just like, okay, spike, keeps going. Like, I think he's fucking awesome. I like the fact that they split. So it's kind of taking...
I just don't like the thing that remember the trailer where they brought it, like, this isn't your child's Terminator, and everyone's like, fuck this shit, it's really annoying.
And they didn't actually swear that much in the film.
It's not like, in my opinion, Arnold Schwarzenegger is his development of that character is I love it, it's great.
I like the fact that he's pretty much grown her conscience, and I like the fact that they're like, how can she not know that you're like 400 pounds? He's like, we're not physical. She needed me to be there.
He's so funny in it as well.
I love that he's like, and I'm also hilarious. And I'm like, also when they have the conversation about drapes out of nowhere, he's like, yeah. He said he wanted flowers, and I said no. He's stupid.
He's actually really funny.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like the little subtle hints as well, because you notice when you see his hang, it's like old school.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah, I like that little throwback.
I just didn't like.
Sarah Connor.
Yeah, and him having to go as well. Like, I understand, but like we're never going to get any more. It failed. Like,
and that's the sad part, because it's not the worst one.
Do you know what? It's not the worst one, but I think it's failed because they kept trying. They didn't leave it for ages. They went like, right, let's forget everything that exists and bring it back. But yeah, Sarah Connor gets on my nerves in it.
Question before we move on to what you've done lately: would Terminator work as a TV show with a Game of Thrones type money and attention to detail of Witcher?
We talking like Sarah Connor, because they did.
No, Sarah Chronicles.
Oh, it's not bad, by the way.
Yeah, I hear it's not that bad, but I mean in the sense of it's literally just in the future.
See, the future stuff is hard to do. Yeah. Because you've got bits of it in the new one, and then obviously Salvation.
Also, the guy for Umbrella Academy's in the future bit.
Is he?
To the big massive cut that lives in the
How do you feel about, before I say what we've done lately, where it's not Skynet, it's just another one? Like, it's just, another one harmed.
Fucking annoyed me, but it makes sense. I feel like Skynet, or I feel like the people who made Skynet, right, went, we failed, like every other company.
But I know, but it's just that thing of like, Skynet, but then it's not. It's just someone else. It's just one of those things where it's.
Would you rather it was a person controlling?
I'd rather it just be Skynet again.
Yeah.
Why keep it norm? Like,
but the thing is, I just feel like it's Skynet with a different name.
That's the thing. Why? Yeah, so why not just have it be Skynet?
Because like in this day and age, you look at many companies that fail. They tend to just come back, same company, different name,
and just try again.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's kind of, remember Orange? They were a good company. Now they've got Kevin Bacon. I'm just saying.
Just one of those things. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. Yeah. It's like it's not.
The interaction between the new augmented woman and Sarah Connor annoyed me all the time.
No, but it was more Sarah Connor that did it for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you haven't been in it since 2. Like, what makes you so entitled?
Yeah. Like. No offense.
Like, Linda Hamilton isn't the saviour of this movie. No. Nothing against her, but she's not.
No. But anyway, sorry, Mr Doigs, what have you done lately?
Well, I have dipped my toe, which will be more lately. But you have given me your Crunchyroll and Funimation account.
Yes, I have given you the power.
So I have been watching anime a lot.
I turned him into a weep.
But before I talk about anime, the only other thing I've done is I talked about it a little bit last time, is that the BioShock collection was the free games for PlayStation.
Yeah.
And I have now finished Infinite, the DLCs for Infinite, and the first one.
Question. Did the DLCs come with a download?
All of it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All of it, it's the full edition.
I can't remember it downloading.
Well, in the Infinite, it's got like main game and then added extras.
Right, okay.
The first one doesn't have a DLC.
Alright, okay.
So we played Infinite, and then obviously Burial at Sea, then the DLC sort of bleeds into the first one.
Yeah.
So we moved on to the first one, and then we've done about 10 minutes of it, because I've been playing it with my wife, and it's like she's interested in it.
Yeah.
So we're certainly playing the second. The second one's probably the worst one, so that's why we've kind of left that till last.
Yeah.
But I still love them. I still love everything about them. It still feels great. It's weird going, because obviously Infinite was like the last one, and they got like the shooting mechanics down, and then go back to the first one where it's like clunky, and that it takes you. And then obviously the buttons are also a bit different.
See, that's why I refuse to go back to the Witchers.
Because it's just how clunky it is. And obviously, like, you in the first game and the second games, you have to like harvest or save little sisters, and Rachel was like, don't you dare kill them. Save them all. So I saved all the little sisters and had to deal like with less at them, but then work my way around it if you plan it right.
Can't wait till I'm here next time. I killed them all.
There was no like so obviously the first one's a bit like a little bit jump scary, a wee bit like horror-ish, but there was none of Rachel didn't get any of that.
Good.
Mostly because see when you're like someone's watching you play games, it's like a loot system, like you pick stuff up and things are shining, like the amount of stuff that someone else can see watching you that you miss. Like I walked into a room, I picked up stuff that I could see, I walked back out, it's just like you missed it.
I don't understand why you're surprised. You do not remember the fun times of Lego?
I don't play Lego without you. I'll never play Lego without
I
again.
love that. That's your happy goal. This is how we survive a marriage. We don't play Lego together.
Don't play Lego. Just because it would take us 7 years to finish a game, because she has to destroy every single thing on a level. No. But yeah, like I said before, I go to your Funimation and started anime.
Yeah.
Where to start was hard. Like,
there's so many options.
There is so many options.
And you have to really weave through that fucking fan fiction, like fan service. You've got to weave like.
So what I did start with is because when I wanted to do it before.
Yeah.
Like, and the only thing I had was Netflix, and the one that I did start and I watched like 2 episodes of it was like Tokyo Ghoul, but it only had like 1 season on Netflix, and I was like, well,
yeah,
I want to get into it, but like there's not a lot on Netflix, so I kind of just forgot about it and moved on. But with you giving me the Funimation, I think it's got like fucking everything.
Yeah. So
I was like, well, if I'd already done that at one point, why not I just go back to that and watch that and start from the beginning? So I did, and I've watched all of it now.
Yeah.
So I finished Tokyo Ghoul. I watched season 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. But she beat me because 2 kind of just left a bad taste in my mouth, so I didn't go to 3 and 4.
I obviously like looking up a lot of stuff about it. I know that 2 was apparently a bit disappointed, and then folk were a bit disappointed with 4 because of the manga and that. But I don't read the manga, so I enjoyed all of it.
Yeah.
There's nothing I didn't like. I know if you do watch, especially like, I can understand why a lot of people got annoyed by it because of the gaps.
Yeah. Yeah.
But see, if you watch it consistent from straight 1 to 4, the like shifts in the main character actually make sense. If you watch it all as a oneer, it does make sense. But like, I understand if like, especially because season 2 was 2015, and then it was like 2 years later, and it was completely different.
Yeah.
And even the style, I think the anime style was different. So I can understand why it annoyed people. But if you do watch it all in a oneer, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I like some characters, I hate some characters.
But you've got to.
A lot of the violence. My favourite part of it is like every ghoul has a kaguja, which is like this the thing that comes at the back of them when they're like the power
ability,
up.
pretty much.
Yeah, and so they're like, everyone has a different looking one, and some of them look minted as fuck. Like, as in the main character gets like an angel one at the end. There's like fast ones with like flames.
Yeah.
There's big, huge like fucking. There's like massive like wings ones.
The thing is, I love the fact that like 90% of the time when I watched it, they all had masks. Yeah. And I love the fact that everyone had a cool, detailed, like it's connected to their personality. Like, I love that little attention.
Later on, some of the masks kind of go away, but some of them still do have masks. Yeah. None of them are as cool as the main guy's mask. Nah. His one is the coolest. I also like the CCG, like the police. Yeah. The police of ghouls, like they use kakujas as weapons, but they call them quinkeis. Yeah. And then so some of their weapons are cool as shit because they're made from like ghouls that they've killed.
See, through season, I remember when you were watching season 1 and 2, you're kind of like, I don't know who to root for. Yeah. See, at the end, are you kind of like, or even 1 and 2, did you at the end of 2, did you figure out who you rooted for and were like, who's the bad, who was the good? Or did you come to the realisation that they're kind of both fucking weird and bad?
3 was another one of the whole I don't know who to root for. I kind of just enjoyed it. 4, it makes it perfectly clear who to root for. Okay. Because everybody who you've liked basically comes together. Like the police and the ghouls, they start working together against someone else. So at that point, everybody you've liked is all on one side. So you know who to root for. But the rest of the time, you're like, I like this and I like that. Like, you know who, surprisingly, I didn't like to begin with? I liked the character, but he got on my tits. You know the gourmet? The one that wants to eat him, and he's he becomes like one of the best characters.
Is that
purple hair?
Yeah, total flamboyant.
He becomes like brilliant, and he goes through like emotional development and everything like that, and he becomes absolutely great. Like by the end of it. Who else did I liked? One of the guys who he sort of annoyed me as a person, but he becomes a ghoul later on, like a super strong one. He was fucking cool.
But he's just come to this realisation now, because you're not hearing him when he's watching a film and he'll be like, this guy, that guy, that guy, this guy, that guy, by name. But he's come to the realisation, I said it to him before, that watching an anime, trying to remember all their names, you're kind of like, who's who?
I remember most of their nicknames. Yeah. That's the thing, like all the ghouls have got like especially in the season 3 and 4, it came up with like their nickname and then their rank. So you're either like most ones are like A plus, S, double S, triple. You only see one triple S.
Is that still the owl? Or did he get fucked up?
The one-eyed owl?
Yeah.
Is technically in 4th, but last time you see her properly is in 3.
Alright, okay.
But then there's only one other triple S as well.
Nice.
But yeah, it's more the fighting. I love the fucking fighting, because obviously ghouls regenerate, so like you can get like your arms chopped off and stabbed through, and they get back up again and everything like that. And the only thing I've ever noticed about anime, it's just a lot of crying. Just everybody cries.
Yeah. If it's not Dave, it's you, or in my case, me.
And like you said before, I phoned you today, and I was like, oh, what should we watch next? Because I couldn't quite decide what to move on it. Like you said before, there is a fucking lot.
I said Psychopaths, which is a part of your list, but that's kind of like so many seasons in. But whereas like Dr. Stone and My Hero Academia, and if you had the time, which I know you don't, would be Naruto, but no one's got that.
So I looked at it. The 4 that I looked at, like Psychopaths is like 2 seasons. And a movie, and then the 3rd one's on Amazon. So that's like a good chunk. My Hero Academia, which I did start, has 80 episodes, and I'm on season 1 now. So I'm going to be on that for a wee while.
Love that.
And then Dr. Stone and Fire Force were the other 2 I thought about. Are just one season.
Fire Force, I love it, especially because oh my god! So when you hear the theme tune for the first half.
That's another thing we didn't talk about. I'll go back to it, but My Hero Academia, I think it's great. I love the main guy, All Might. I think he's hilarious.
That's not the main guy, but okay.
Well, I'm sorry, the
main hero,
the Superman type guy. He's hilarious. When he's like himself, he's a good character. But when he's like All Might, he's actually amazing. I love how he just laughs, like he does the whole like every so often. I think it's amazing. And one thing I also like about it, and I can understand why it's so popular, is the main guy is like so relatable. It's like this whole like never give up, be the best, even though you're like don't have any powers like everybody else does. Like try your fucking hardest.
Question: the bit with his mum, where he's sitting at the table and he's got the doll, and he's like, "Why can't that be happening?" Like, I was like, "I'm a strong man. Don't need to cry."
I'm not a dad, so I feel like I got past it.
Mate, I was watching like, nah, just hug up now. And my dad was like, fucking get it.
Episode 5 was the last I watched, which is where he figures out to use like a pinky's worth of his power. Which I assume, like, what I'm assuming by it is obviously he's giving him his hair to give. So basically, throughout the seasons, he gets a bit more power each season. Like he gains. Without spoil, I don't want you to spoil it, but it's more about like.
Let's say he has all the power, right? It's more a case of he wasn't born with it.
So basically, each season he can use a bit more.
Yeah, it's like he's kind of he's trying to put it into a glass, without breaking it. Pretty much.
Right now he's just like a pinky's worth, but by season 2 is like an arm's worth, and like without getting fucked up by it. Like, where are you? Without spoiling it, are you like peak? Can you can't, can you?
Nah.
You can't, right?
Nah, because
okay, I'm not alright. Okay.
Like.
Okay, one more question without telling me. Like, we just say yes or no.
Okay.
Do you find out who gave All Might his?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That's fine. That's all.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Where's the movie set?
The movie is set. Fuck. I think it's literally. They've just done work. So maybe the end of season 3.
Right, because season 4 is on.
Right now.
On it's on Funimation.
Yeah. It's like.
So what should I like? Do you need to watch the movie?
No, you don't need to. Yeah, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't watch the movie.
No, I'm saying like, like when I watch season 1.
No, you could literally go from where you are now to the end and not watch the film.
Right. Okay. So it's not like I need to watch 1, 2, 3 the movie 4.
No.
Because I know that Psychopaths is 1, 2, 3 the movie. The 1, 2 the movie. 4.
Yeah. Like
3.
a lot of Like, you should watch Dragon Ball and never watch a film.
Right.
And never. It's one of those ones.
Right.
Where
So
it's just an added bonus.
Right. Okay. That's right. The only thing I want to talk about is the theme songs.
Yes.
Some of them are class.
Yes.
Some of them are shit.
Yes.
But they all go on for too long.
Yes.
It's at least like a couple of minutes you need to skip. So the first one in Tokyo Ghoul, I loved.
Yeah.
Second one, I fucking hated. Third one, give or take. Fourth one, I like.
See, I'm at a point now where I can go, it takes 4 clicks to go past.
See, I've done that. I'm like 1, 2, 3. But the season 2's theme, I hated it. I hated it, man.
Mate, you're gonna hate it when you finally get to Fire Force, and then it gets to a point and they change it. Like, I was actually like I said to you I actually spoke to the boy from Mojo, the Ash, who loves anime. I actually messaged him because he was talking about how good Fire Force can't wait for it to come back. I was like, watch an episode, change the theme tune, it sucks, and he's like, really? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, that's that ruined for me. I was like, whoops, sorry. But like, honestly, it's so fucking. It's one of those where I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Well, one thing I liked about Tokyo Ghoul was the very first season, like the theme song. Whenever he gets like super powerful, it's an emotional moment. It plays the song from the very first season. I'm like, that's good. And then obviously, like, I like My Heroes as well. My Heroes is good, but I feel like it's different. After, like, I'll listen to it once, and if I really like it, I'll maybe listen to it a couple of times. But most of the time, I skip it. Yeah, because it's long.
You watch it though, because some animes after the credits,
there's a wee bit there.
A wee bit. It's 9 times out of 10. It's nothing to do with anything, and you find out in the next episode anyway. So
I only watched the little bit at the end of like the last Tokyo Ghoul because I wanted to see if there was. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's good.
That's it.
So,
right.
We'll have more anime to talk about week to week. Thanks.
So, do you want maybe people to tell where we are and then you can see your choice?
Yeah, you do it. You hit us with it now.
Okay, well, you can find us on YouTube at Pointless Point of View. If you'd like to give us a subscribe, hit that wee bell thing. We have Instagram, which is Pointless Point of View. We have Twitter, which is @ofpointless. Our uploads get put up on a recording on a Sunday, up on a Monday, so that's when you'll be able to get your new episodes up. What's your choice? My choice is
sticking with the anime, which I was going to do a live action bit because I kind of forgot that you had seen it, but we're going to go with OG original Ghost in the Shell.
The anime version.
The anime version.
Which I have not seen. Yeah. This is going to be the first movie on that I have not seen.
Yes, and it's on Funimation, so it's kind of worth to check for
because it's one of those things where I feel like I should have seen by now, but I just haven't. So
and now you've got a wee taste for it. You can like. Also, it's like super cyberpunkish.
Yeah, so exactly. It's like right on my fucking alleyway, but I haven't seen it.
And also, it gives you that point of going like, yes or no towards Scarlett Johansson's version.
Right. Because I didn't mind.
I liked it. I like live action. Also because I know that like the maker of it, he goes, I made her to be a white person.
Right.
Yeah, anyway, moving on. But as always, I have been Callum.
I've been Fraser.